In today's show, Bitcoin price seeks higher low as traders forecast $45,000 breakout within weeks. In today's show, I'll be breaking down the latest technical analysis. And as analyst Mikhail van de Poppe points out, Bitcoin rejects at the range high, which isn't strange. The market has made a new higher high and is in search of a higher low. The levels that I'm watching are 34,500 to 35,800 in the area around 32,500. And as analyst Pentoshi shares, did people really expect 45 to 48,000 in one day? You broke the downtrend on high volume, you broke back into the range and made a higher high on the daily, you teleported to resistance. It could take 2 or 3x to break it, but that's coming in the next weeks, in my opinion. Dips are for buying. Also in today's show, breaking news, Amazon denies the rumored plans for Bitcoin support. That's right, according to a Reuters report on Tuesday, citing a spokesperson from Amazon, Amazon remains interested in the crypto industry, but has no specific plans to onboard digital assets for payments just yet. Quoting them here, notwithstanding our interest in the space, the speculation that has ensued around our specific plans for cryptocurrencies is not true. However, the spokesperson did not deny that Amazon is researching crypto payments and added, we remain focused on exploring what this could look like for our customers shopping on Amazon, but do keep in mind that Bitcoin doesn't need Amazon, Bitcoin doesn't need Walmart, it doesn't need Tether, and it sure as heck doesn't need Elon Fudd Puppet Musk. And quoting Max Kaiser, Bitcoin is designed to pull the authoritarians out of the shadows and squash them in a targeted hit while making the plebs rich. And he's sticking to his $220,000 Bitcoin price prediction for 2021. He says it's still in play. Hope you stacked at 28K. Also in today's show, Bitcoin to $60,000 or $20,000 next. Top strategist at Bloomberg details crypto outlook. We're talking about Eric Balchunas, the senior ETF analyst for Bloomberg. Also, there was a recent interview with Daniela Cambone of Stansberry Research and Robert Breedlove, where he predicts a $307,000 Bitcoin price by the start of 2022, as well as a $12.5 million Bitcoin price within the next decade by 2031. I'll be breaking down the highlights from this exclusive interview with you right here. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. As you can see, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and most major altcoins are currently correcting, back in the red. But where's the Bitcoin price likely to go next? Find out all this, plus so much more, in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every single day, so be sure to smash that subscribe button. That's right, and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. And before I kick off today's show, today's episode is brought to you by our sponsor, BlockFi, the leading provider of financial products and services for crypto investors. Here's where you can put your crypto to work and earn up to a 10% APY on select stablecoins. And their new flagship product is a BlockFi Bitcoin Rewards Visa credit card, which you can see right here. You can start earning 3.5% back in Bitcoin on all purchases. They also recently ditched their annual fee, truly making this a no-brainer to take advantage of this offer, as well as receive up to a $250 crypto bonus with a deposit of $100 or more. Go ahead and use my referral link in the description right down below, and let's start stacking those sats, shall we? All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. How's it going, crypto fam? I'm your host, JV. We have a lot to cover as usual, so let's just dive right in. Bitcoin traded steadily this morning, Tuesday, after a surge above $40,000 resulted in higher levels, broadly holding, as you can see right here in the Bitcoin 1-hour candle chart. All eyes are on the Bitcoin higher lows. Data from Cointelegraph Markets Pro in TradingView showed Bitcoin hovering near 37,000, around 8.8% below the peak of Monday's gains. Its first trip above 40,000 in 6 weeks. Bitcoin price action is now attempting to consolidate and form support at a higher low. Cointelegraph contributor Mikhail van de Poppe shared the following on crypto Twitter. Bitcoin rejects at the range high, which isn't strange. The market has made a new higher high and is in search of a higher low. The levels that I'm watching are 34,500 to 35,800 in the area around 32,500, which you can see right here on your screen. As we take a look at those buy and sell levels on major exchange Binance, as you can see right here, Binance confirms the significance of those price points with buyer support significantly in evidence, only below 36,000. Sellers, on the other hand, remain clustered at $40,000 and above. Now, the area immediately after 40,000 remains a decisive hurdle to overcome for the Bitcoin bulls, with analysts arguing that doing so would only unleash the bull market continuation that so many continue continue to wait for, quoting Pentoshi right here on crypto Twitter, did people really expect 45 to 48,000 in one day? You broke the downtrend on the high volume, you broke back into the range and made a higher high on the daily, you teleported to resistance. It could take 2 or 3x to break it, but that's coming in the next weeks. In my opinion, dips are for buying. That's right, BTFD all freaking day. Now this scenario would place Bitcoin on track to reach $47,000 in August, the minimum if controversial, monthly close predicted by Stock to Flow model creator, Plan B. Now how many of you believe that a $47,000 Bitcoin price is likely in August? Let me know in the comments below. Now let's talk about the altcoins. One trader in particular believes that the altcoins have bottomed out. Ethereum, the largest altcoin by market cap, dipped 11%, following a copycat move to highs of its own at $2,432 on Bitstamp, which you can see here in the Ethereum 1-hour candle chart. Many altcoins fared likewise with 24-hour losses of 10% or higher, which are not uncommon at the time of this recording. And checking out this tweet from Mikhail Van de Pop, the great part is that the altcoins are following suit with Bitcoin and will most likely run towards their other side of the range too. This means 80 to 150% run from the lows. I think most of them are bottom. So there you have it. Do you feel that the altcoin market has likely bottomed as well? Let me know in the comments right down below. And before I break down our next story of the day, Amazon denies rumored plans for Bitcoin support, as well as Bitcoin to $60,000 or $20,000 next. Top strategist at Bloomberg details crypto outlook, as well as Robert Breedlove's $307,000 Bitcoin price prediction by the start of 2022. But first, let's take a quick look at the overall crypto market. We can see Bitcoin currently correcting down 2% for the day, trading at about $37,900. We have Ethereum down 3.14%, trading just under $23,300. As you can see, all the major altcoins currently correcting in the red. We have Cardano down 5%, trading at $1.28. Polkadot down 5.5%, trading at $14. And Chainlink down 0.69%, trading just above $19. All right, now let's break down our next story of the day. Amazon has refuted recent speculation that it may be readying to support Bitcoin payments, asserting that it currently has no plans for the king of all crypto. According to a Reuters report on Tuesday, citing a spokesperson from the firm, Amazon remains interested in the crypto industry, but has no specific plans to onboard digital assets for payments just yet. Quoting them here, notwithstanding our interest in the space, the speculation that has ensued around our specific plans for cryptocurrencies is not true. However, the spokesperson did not deny that Amazon is researching crypto payments, adding, "We remain focused on exploring what this could look like for customers shopping on Amazon." That's right. On Thursday, Amazon posted a job opening for a digital currency and blockchain product lead. And 4 days later, London City AM newspaper ran a story citing an insider who claimed Amazon was definitely preparing to support Bitcoin payments and launch a native token, igniting frenzied anticipation for Amazon's purported crypto plans. And Chinese crypto media outlet Wu Blockchain attributed Amazon's rumored plans to Monday's surge in market action, during which Bitcoin gained roughly 15% in less than 3 hours amid a violent squeeze that drove more than $110 million in liquidations. In a tweet on Monday, Wu shared the following: Bitcoin rose by 12% in 1 hour, leading the increase. Because Chinese have just gotten up, it is obvious that the price of Bitcoin has started to rise after this rumor about Amazon spread in the Chinese community. But do keep in mind that Bitcoin doesn't need Amazon, Bitcoin doesn't need Walmart, Bitcoin doesn't need Tether, and Bitcoin doesn't need Elon. FUD puppet must. That, my friend, is a fact. And quoting Max Kaiser, Bitcoin is designed to pull the authoritarians out of the shadows and squash them in a targeted hit while making the plebs rich. That's right. And he also tweeted, "My $220,000 in 2021 for Bitcoin prediction still in play. Hope you stacked at 28K. How many of you feel that Bitcoin is still on track for 220,000 before the end of this year, as Kaiser predicts? Let me know in the comments below. And I recently ran a poll here on crypto Twitter. When will Bitcoin hit a new all-time high? We had 309 votes. 37.2% of you said between August and September. 32.4% of you said between October and November. 20.7% between December and January. And 9.7% of you say February or after. Now, before I break down our next story of the day, Bitcoin to 60,000 or 20,000, which will come first. Top strategist at Bloomberg details his crypto outlook, as well as I share Robert Breedlove's $307,000 Bitcoin price prediction by the start of 2022. But first, let's take a quick look at the overall crypto market cap, sitting just under $1.5 trillion with $109 billion in volume in the past 24 hours, and current Bitcoin dominance at 47.5%, with the Ether dominance at 17.4%. 0.6%. And checking out the top gainers within the top 100, we have AXS up 23% for the day and 235% for the week, trading at about $50. Swiss Borg up 8.5% for the day and 49.5% for the week, trading at 72 cents. And OKB up 5% for the day and 70% for the week, trading at $16.73. Now checking out the top losers within the top 100, Sushi Swap down 12% for the day, trading at $8.32. ICP down 11%, trading at $40, and Theta down 9%, trading at $5.77. Now, out of this list of the biggest gainers and losers, which altcoins are you currently most bullish on during this bull run? Let me know in the comments right down below. Now, checking out one of my favorite indicators is the Crypto Greed and Fear Index. Shows we're currently rated a 32 in fear. Yesterday was a 26, last week a 19, and last month a 22 in extreme fear. And if you're not familiar with the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, extreme fear can be a sign investors are too worried. That can be a great buying opportunity, aka BTFD, buy that freaking dip. And when investors are getting too greedy, that means the market is due for a correction. All right, now let's break down our next story of the day. Bloomberg intelligence commodity strategist Mike McGlone is weighing in on Bitcoin's outlook and whether or not the top crypto is more likely to revisit 60,000 than to drop to support at 20K. Now, Eric Balchunas, Bloomberg's exchange-traded fund senior analyst, shares a section of McGlone's report in which the commodity strategist explains how Bitcoin's current consolidation above 30,000 is reminiscent of its price pattern in 2019 when the leading crypto launched a 250% rally in the span of 3 months. And at today's price of $38,000 per Bitcoin, a 250% rally from here would take the Bitcoin price to about $95,000 per BTC if this were to repeat. And checking out this tweet right here, our crypto analyst Mike McGlone says Bitcoin more likely to hit 60,000 than 20,000 based on historical price patterns, and also says China's rejection of open source software crypto assets may mark plateau in country's economic ascent. And he included the screenshot from McGlone's report which says Bitcoin's history indicates a reversion towards 60,000. Bitcoin is more likely to revert towards 60,000 resistance versus 20,000 support if its history of recovering from similar to cold conditions are any guide. Our graphic depicts the benchmark crypto akin to the 2018-2019 consolidation period of around $4,000 just before launching to the 2019 peak at about 14K. The more tactical traded oriented bears seem to proliferate when Bitcoin sustains at about 30% threshold below its 20-week moving average, allowing the buy and hold types time to accumulate. McGlone says that Bitcoin's consolidation above 30,000 suggests that Bitcoin is setting the stage for a sustained uptrend as opposed to triggering another round of sell-off. Quoting him here, shorter-term Bitcoin pain, typical for potential longer-term gain. Probing 30,000 is more of a matter of supportive maturation within a longer-term pricing uptrend than a signal that Bitcoin is destined for dark days. China's crackdown confirms Bitcoin's revolutionary value. So there you have it. And looking at China's harsh stance on Bitcoin trading and mining, McGlone says its crackdown on Bitcoin and other crypto assets could be a signal that the country has hit a ceiling in its economic rise. As he shares here, China's rejection of open source software crypto assets may mark a plateau in the country's economic ascent. We believe while extolling the value of the US dollar and Bitcoin, McGlone suggests that when it comes to the digitalization of money, the US dollar is ahead of the curve, as he highlights the top stablecoins such as Tether, USDT, Binance USD, and USD Coin have reserves denominated in dollars, which you can see right here on your screen. And before I break down our final story of the day and we discuss Robert Breedlove sticking with his $307,000 Bitcoin price prediction by the start of 2022, but first I want to remind you to smash that show more button right below this video in the description for a detailed analysis of what's going on in the crypto market. This goes for all 855 plus videos right here on my YouTube channel. Also some very helpful resources for you to plug into, including my daily letter, which goes out to over 30,000 subscribers every single day. To subscribe, visit letter.cryptonewsalerts.net. Also have a blog I update daily, which could be found at cryptonewsjust.com. Also be sure to smash that subscribe button and hit that bell icon to turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. You can also follow me on all the major podcasts and platforms, from Spotify, the home of the Joe Rogan Experience, to Apple's iTunes and Google Play. You can also follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Telegram, and TikTok, so be sure to follow me there. All right, now let's break down our final story of the day. There was a new interview between Daniela Cambone of Stansberry Research and Robert Breedlove. I watched this late last night, and it's really good. As Stansberry Research points out, Bitcoin philosopher and host of the What is Money show, Robert Breedlove is not backing away from his bold Bitcoin call. Breedlove tells our Daniela Cambone that despite the recent price hurdles, Bitcoin is still on track for $307,000 by the start of 2022, as well as $12.5 million by 2031. Let's break it down, shall we? Robert Breedlove, founder and CEO of Parallax Digital, ignores the recent volatility in order to maintain his long-term bullish position and explained that volatility is a natural function of price opening. Breedlove recently shared that $12.5 million within the next 10 years is to be expected, but also adjust for inflation to $1 million by 2021. His forecast is based on the assumption that the money supply will continue to grow exponentially while the face value of Bitcoins will continue to rise. The expansion of the money supply is regulated by law. It's called the fast track depreciation law. So the more money you print, the more money you have to print to keep the system working, Breedlove shared. Breedlove expects the M2 money supply to double again in the next 4 years, and then double again after that until the U.S. money supply grows to about 40% of the global money supply in the next 10 years. During this time, I expect that Bitcoin to be the ultimate unstoppable counterparty insurance policy against central banks that will grow together. So I think its purchasing power will increase to $1 million by 2021 terms, but by then, due to the increase in the money supply, Bitcoin will actually be nominally valued at $12.5 million. Let me know if you agree or disagree that we can expect a $12.5 million Bitcoin price within the next decade. Now, in the short term, Breedlove expects the Bitcoin price to hit $307,000 no longer by October of this year. He updated it here in this interview and says now in the first quarter, likely of 2022 or potentially in quarter two. Let me know if you agree or disagree with his $307,000 Bitcoin price prediction. Quoting him here, historically, about 510 days after the cut in half, the market tends to set a new all-time high. This will bring us closer to mid-October. He said, I had a model in which we have named the next peak in Bitcoin at 244,000. I changed this model after COVID because I think the inflationary pressure of the US dollar would become especially noticeable 18 months after the start of printing, thus corresponding to the next peak in the price of Bitcoin. So I think that this market cycle will be able to overcome $300,000. And again, he updates us in this new interview that no longer mid-October, but expecting it quarter one or quarter two of 2022. Now, Breedlove doesn't care about the tightening regulation. Every time we're in a bull market, every regulatory agency in the world wants to claim that they're doing this or that to control and tax Bitcoin. But at the end of the day, Bitcoin is just a game that plays on its own ruled. Breedlove shared. And to watch this entire interview between Daniela Cambone of Stansberry Research and Robert Breedlove entitled Bitcoin on Track for $307,000 by the start of 2022, check the show notes below the video in the description and let me know if you agree or disagree with his $307,000 Bitcoin price prediction by the start of 2022, as well as $12.5 million by the next decade, 2031. Holla at your boy. Now for a quick recap of what I covered with you here in today's show. Bitcoin price seeks higher low as trader forecasts $45,000 breakout within weeks. I broke down the latest technical analysis as well as breaking news that Amazon denies rumored plans for Bitcoin support, as well as Bitcoin to 60,000 or 20,000. What's more likely next? Top strategist at Bloomberg details his crypto outlook, as well as a $307,000 Bitcoin price prediction by Robert Breedlove by the start of 2022, as well as $12.5 million Bitcoin price within the next decade by 2031. But where do you feel the Bitcoin price is likely to go next? Let me know in the comments right down below. Well, that's going to conclude today's show. As always, I appreciate you tuning in and journeying along with me inside this incredible crypto revolution. If you gain value out of today's show, be sure to smash that subscribe button. That's right, and hit that bell icon to turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. And don't forget to smash my referral link in the description right down below to claim your BlockFi Bitcoin rewards Visa credit card. Let's start stacking those sats, and I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's episode. Peace.